very excited about the partnership with the library. You talk about doing good things for the community. This is where the two of us working together will not only be able to provide better services to the community, and like Richland Two that serves children through adulthood, so does the library. We're talking about the entire community here. But not only will we be able to do that, we're also going to be able to save money. And so it's a great return on investment, not only in terms of service, but in terms of doing the right things with the funds that we're so grateful that the community provided to us. So I want to say thank you. And we are two institutions that are committed to being the very best. And our promise to you is we're going to do our best to make this something that the community can be proud of, that will benefit everyone, and that we hope will be an example, not only here in South Carolina, but around the country of what partnerships between organizations like ours can do to make a community the better place to live.
Richland Library and Richland District 2 are part of the Connect Ed Challenge of President Obama. And the vision is that every child has a library card at their disposal and has access to all of that information. And we know that that's so important because children that go to school having been read to before the age of 3, 4, and 5 are so much more ready to learn and absorb what they know in the classroom. And children that start out strong end up being more likely to be reading at grade level at 3rd grade and to graduate from high school. So it's really important that parents and caregivers have access to all the free tools at the library. Well, libraries have always been in the business of learning. We learn through books, we learn through interaction with people, we learn through technology, we learn through being in a space together. Our usage and our circulation and our door counts, people visiting us, is higher than it's ever been, especially at the Sandhills branch that's being replaced by this new and 3 times as big library. So there are lots of opportunities and ways that people learn, and this partnership and this facility will be just the cream of the crop, the most innovative space that we have that help kids, children, adults of all ages learn and create together and share what they know.
You know, I think it's a critical relationship between the library and the school district. I think there's always been sort of an informal relationship. We assign projects to students, they use our public libraries to gain information. They go there to read books, and certainly reading is a critical mission for success of all of our students. And so we've always had that informal partnership, and I think our teachers spend a lot of time in the public library already on their own, the teachers that I talk to. So I think now that we've formalized this partnership, brought the two facilities together so that it's more than just a sort of handshake, it's an actual partnership where we can leverage resources from the district back to the library and the library back to the district. And some of those things are as small as access to each other's meeting spaces, depending on the size of the meetings. But other things are just that constant interaction. And we all know that in today's workforce, the idea is you break down the walls and you put people in a collaborative environment because that's where ideas and innovation happen. And now we're in a prime place for ideas and innovation between the library and between the district, and have that be constant and iterative and happen in impromptu meetings, as well as really have us think about each other when we bring initiatives together so that we're really a true partner in all sense of the words, and not just something that happens today or tomorrow, but we will be literally tied together at the hip with this facility for many years to come.
It's not just a joint use facility, it's a partnership. It's not like you're going to walk into the door and walk one way to go to the school and another way to go to the library. This is one of those instances where 1 + 1 equals way more than 2. It's one of those things where when you walk in, you might have access to business leaders because they're there working with the school kids, or you may have access to Goodwill doing placement because they work with the library. The benefits to the community are much more than just sharing the physical building and having this shared facility and one-stop shopping for a lot of needs. It's about the programs that are going to be offered there.
If you've been in any of our libraries, you will see that they are innovating. They are actually bringing technology now to the library. They have recording studios, they have 3D printers, they have lots of opportunities. So we'll be able to leverage those technology resources where students can learn about it in one environment, use it in another environment on their own time, maybe past school hours or non-conventional hours, and be able to maybe show their parents some of the things that they've learned, or teach them, or teach other students what they're doing, and really kind of light that fire under them for what opportunities might be.
One of the most beneficial aspects of the partnership is that we are actually maximizing the taxpayers' investment in both the library and the schools. You know, again, how many times do you walk by a school in the summer and there's nobody in there, and you know there are tools and technology and books and materials in there? This is not the case here. I mean, I'm a firm believer in maximizing that taxpayers' investment, and I think that's what this partnership does at the very basic level. But at the innovative level, it takes learning to a whole new level. Imagine 3-year-old children coming in for a story time and seeing these kids down the street, you know, down in the classroom that are glassed in, building some car or doing something really cool in engineering. They're going to really get excited about school. And then those adults that want to come in and maybe get their GED or look for a job will have Midlands Tech and other partners right there to help them.